What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Tech Pandas, where we go beyond the spec sheet and give you our thoughts on products after some real world usage. As you know, we've got a MetaQuest 3 on hand to test and review. Talk about the controllers today. These controllers come with a loop, a safety loop, wedged into the controller right there. Pretty secure in this regard. Easy to use. Put your hand through the hoop, take this retaining clip, slide it down. Pretty snug. Now, I don't have massive hands. I've got moderate sized hands, and these controllers still feel pretty small. It's just enough to get to the edge of the palm, but in my hands, they do still feel kind of like a kid's toy. And I thought I'd be okay with the shape, which feel fine, but there have been a couple instances where I was playing Thrill of the Fight 2 and Fruit Ninja of all games, where I'm swinging around, and for some reason, I relaxed my hand just enough to where this thing flew out. I didn't damage anything because the safety loop did its job in retaining it, but I do feel like I'm wasting energy trying to grip the controller and keep them in my hands more than I'd like. And there are a few options online to solve this problem, which is why we have the Kiwi Designs G4 Pro Performance controller grips. It's got the Made from Metal label on it, which means it's supposed to not interfere with transmission and tracking, so I shouldn't have any problems with dropouts. Let's put them on and see how they feel. All right. Initial thoughts on the feel, pretty solid. There's a little bit of texture to it, so more grip to be had. This ring around the edge here is translucent, if you can tell. That's to help transmission of the sensors, and there's another hole right here to prevent dropouts. Cut out with a button. See the strap. This clip is nice and solid. And also pivots, it looks like. Yep, Velcro's okay. Hopefully those last. Here's the battery door for the quick swap of the battery, because you're not going to use the original battery covers. Let's take this battery cover off. Let's take this battery out, and you can see the strap is wedged in right there. Pretty simple design, pretty ingenious actually, if you ask me. Gonna take the new battery cover and put this on first, because you need to have this strap in place before you put the battery in. Because then that way, when it's time to change the battery, just pull this out and the battery pops out. Now I'm gonna put the cover on. Guess I'll kind of twist a little bit to give it a little guidance for the strap. That went on pretty easy. Push that and hopefully, yep, snapped in pretty good. No flap to catch. And you can see the bottom here. The white piece is where the original controller ends, as you can see in this. So this does add a little bit of extra length to the controller. You can see just how much it adds. Loosen it up, get my hand in, get a nice firm grip on it. Take this, get it snug, and voila. Now, I don't have to do anything, and it's always in place. There it is, everybody. The Kiwi Design G4 Pro controller grips. The rubber feels nice. The cutouts are perfectly shaped. Everything's where it needs to be. The fit is really good. Along these edges, there is a little bit of a lip, but they don't move. Doesn't seem like there's any snagging. And it's not a spot that's gonna receive a lot of contact. So hopefully that stays the way it is. The straps are the right size, but I think width-wise, it could be a little bit wider. Maybe, I'm assuming now, playing long hours, these straps could end up digging into your hands just a little bit because they are narrow, but I'll find out after some usage. Other than that, I'm pretty stoked because look, man, they're in place. So when I'm throwing punches and Thrill of the Fight 2, I don't have to death grip to make sure I don't fling a controller across the room. And when I'm slicing coconuts and strawberries and Fruit Ninja, I'm good to go. That's enough talking, people. I'm gonna put these things through their paces and report back if there's any issues. I don't think there will be. I do like how they feel. Initial thoughts are great on these, and I do think that they're a better value than the OEM versions because they're the same price, like actually they're $4 more, $39.99. These were $35.99, and they come with a complete cover for the controller. It's not just the battery cap with the strap on it. With that said, I am out. Hope you like what you saw. Let me know what you think. If you've had these, if you had them for a while, have you had any issues? How are they holding up? Let a brother know. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe, por favor.